Jack Canfield said, everything you want is on the other side of fear. So I thought, why not start a new series? I know this is not the best time, but why not start an initiative to spread positiveness, to spread some inspiration and motivation? My guest today, as you can see, is Parinita, one of my dear friends, one of my close acquaintance, and one who I have worked with. But that is not the reason I've asked her to join in this live video. The reason I asked her is I get inspired whenever I see her creating new videos on YouTube, spreading the science concept, computer science concept, and helping people across, students especially across the world. So, welcome Parinita. So glad you were able to join me in this first episode.
Thank you so much, Haritosh, for all the kind words. Thank you.
Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to ask you a few questions and then we'll try to cover a few points and we'll keep it short, not too long. And then towards the end, we'll probably try to give some tips and tricks for people who want to pursue this in their life. Okay? So, thank you. So, first for all our viewers, can you give a brief introduction of what you have done apart from, I know you have been in TCS for a few years, but apart from what you did in TCS, what all you have done and accomplished, and a few lines about that.
Well, apart from TCS, okay, first of all, I joined TCS. In the final year of my BTech, I got it as a placement, as a college placement. So yes, I joined TCS. 2 years of experience in TCS was very beautiful. Haritosh knows it very closely, and I guess few people who have joined here, they also know it closely. So yes, it was very beautiful experience. I left TCS because this was a very common question that that normally people ask me, that if you were enjoying TCS, if TCS is a good company, then why did you leave it? So today I want to clear it that it is not like if we leave it, the only reason behind it is we didn't feel it good. It is not at all like that. Fine. So whenever someone asks me this, I remember always I remember this one dialogue of Ranbir Kapoor. That is, I guess, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. He told a dialogue that कहीं पहुंचने के लिए कहीं से निकलना जरूरी होता है. So I believe it firmly. So I literally believe it firmly. It's not like I was not enjoying anything in TCS, but it's only like I feel that I want to reach somewhere which would not have been possible if I didn't leave TCS. So that is the main reason. So yes, as you're told, I left TCS, but after leaving TCS, I think I have accomplished many things that I always have wanted to, like starting a YouTube channel, spreading some positivity, some education, some knowledge around the people, and especially around the people of the globe. So these are few things that I always wanted to.
Great.
So yes, YouTube journey was one of the fantastic journey, one of the I can say that since the last 1 year, YouTube has been one of the best things that happened to me.
Great. So yeah, I think you very rightly summarized that. No, it's all about having the gratitude that until you start something, you will not go anywhere else. So, and we should always be grateful about from where we belong. Now, let me go into a bit deeper and talk about your YouTube channel. So, how did you find out that you have this thing about creating YouTube videos, and how was the response when you first created?
Actually, telling very frankly, this YouTube thing is very unexpected to me also. I have never thought that I'll do something so publicly, educating so many people at a time. It was very unexpected for me also. So, this thing is not something like people say that I'm always having in my mind. That is now, it is not at all like that. I was not having anything like that in my mind. I guess it is the matter of last year only. in my MTech first year, when I was pursuing my MTech first year. Now, as we know, MTech is something where we need to study the things as deep as possible, as in detail as possible, right? So what we used to do is, we used to go to the classes, and obviously there were classes, faculties were teaching, but whenever we wanted some extra knowledge or extra, we wanted to know anything about any topic, we went, either we were going to Google to find some answers for it, or we went to YouTube. As we know, it is a common platform nowadays to learn anything new. But what happened then that we found out that most of the topics that we were searching for, we were not able to get it on YouTube. And most of the times we were being disappointed that यार कोई पढ़ाएगा ही हमको समझ में कैसे आएगा. It happened. They won't take the name. Who are teaching some topics. I think I'm not feeling good to say, but they are actually teaching the topics completely wrongly. I realized that after losing my 4 marks in internal that whatever I learned from a YouTube video, that's wrongly. So, let's say some of my MTech classmates, they have also encouraged me saying that, for example, whenever we were doing group study, I'm remembering one instance that with 2 of my classmates, I would like to take the name of them to know whether they have joined or not. Classmates, which we were studying. Hello? Yes, am I audible?
I seem to have lost connection. So if you guys are able to hear me, can you give me a thumbs up? Hi, Purnita, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not able to hear you. So let me just...
Anyone else, people, able to hear me?
Hello?
Yes, Santosh.
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
Okay. Great. Sorry, there was some network interruption. I'm so sorry about that. So what I got was when you were going through your educational journey, you find out that there were a lot of things that were not clearly explained. So you became the change that you wanted to be. So you saw and found out that, okay, there is a great opportunity to create video which are more simplified, which are for the students to understand, and then you started creating those videos, right?
Exactly.
So this is why I get inspired by you, that no, be the change.
Exactly. That's what I always believe. That instead of blaming others, or instead of blaming the situations, blaming him, her, that, this, try to be the change that you want to see around you.
Great. So how have your journey been so far since you started creating YouTube videos? I know I put some stats, but I would like to hear from you some of the feedback that you received from the students across the world.
Yes. See, in the beginning, as we always know, that beginning phase is always the toughest phase, right? So same thing happened with me in YouTube. When I started creating videos, I think after uploading couple of videos, 4 or 5 of videos, in the beginning only, I was feeling very disappointed because I was not finding, people are not finding my videos in the search. Like as we know, whenever in YouTube search, my videos are not getting ranked. People were not seeing it, students were not seeing it. And the students were not seeing it, I was not finding any comments and common things. Like I was not getting any acknowledgement of whatever I was doing. So obviously it was a disappointment for me. I have talked with some of my friends also that yaar koi matlab nahi ye sab karne ka, maybe I'm wasting my time and all. But thankfully I've got some very good friends, very good contacts. They have many of them have encouraged me that no, you are doing great. Some of my, at least whether I don't know whether other people have seen my videos or not, but at least some of my classmates and friends have seen the videos. They were like, no, you are really creating very useful content, very good content. Just keep going, and YouTube is following certain algorithm. So they have advised me, you just keep going. After a certain time, your videos will get the recognition. So that's the only key. I just kept going. I just kept making the YouTube videos, and slowly I have found the change that slowly people started seeing my videos not only in India but in USA, in UK, in Pakistan. People are seeing my videos. They are appreciating it. I am getting the comments or even the messages in my social media handles like, Madam, I was getting blocked since 2 semesters, but in this semester I've seen your videos and I finally passed the semester. This comments really makes my day.
Amazing. Yeah. I mean,
so, yes.
there's nothing which is a replacement of somebody thanking you for their education. You I don't think is getting too much out of it, but if you help somebody, that the feeling of that gratitude, nothing can replace that. And another good thing which you pointed out is you don't have to change the world to change all the things to change the world. Change small and change often, and it will lead to a vast change in time. So great job on that. I have been getting a lot of great comments and feedback. So thank you guys. Thank you, Bhavin, Vinci, Avi.
Yes, thank
so
you.
My next question to you about was how did you reach out to ISRO? And I was really fascinated when I heard that you're gonna do your internship in ISRO. So how did that opportunity come, and how did you get into that?
Well, if I want to answer it in short, that how I got the opportunity. So this opportunity I got being the university topper of my college. So I would be very honest here. That even before taking admission in my MTech, I was having this main information with me that if you take admission in this college and if you are able to become the university topper for MTech, you will get education opportunity in ISRO. This is the only thing that I knew, and knowing this thing, I took the admission. It's like, obviously, as you told, ISRO is something that is like being an Indian, we cannot be more fascinated than this. That working in ISRO, going inside ISRO, knowing the environment of ISRO. So this was one of the main things. So, it sounds, I don't know how, but when I took the decision, I had this clear aim in my mind that I have to be university topper because I want to go to ISRO. That was the main thing that I was having in my mind. So yes, I did work hard. And in ISRO, if I tell about the process, because I know there are many students who have already asked me this question. So the process, if I would say, normally what they are doing for internship, rather than internship, I call it as visitation I'm doing there. And this is the kind of work R&D we are doing there. So what is the process? Normally they are taking the toppers of the college, yes. And it is not like that if you are the topper, you will directly get the chance. It's just that you will get the opportunity to give the interview there. Then after that, we are having interview. After that, we are having interview process. You have to prove it there that yes, you deserve ISRO, and then you will get the opportunity for there for 1 year. And being the employee of ISRO, there is only one main way that everyone knows. We have to clear their 3 to 4 stages of tough examination, obviously. But yes, it is a great organization to work in.
Thank you. And I think you make it sound so simple, but I'm sure you have done a lot of hard work to reach to the epitome of what you are here. So, no, great job. And once again, many congratulations from my side and from all the viewers who have joined across the world. So.
Thank you so much. Yes, obviously, I won't say at all that it was a very easy journey. obviously, we do have to work hard. And in the interview process, also, what I'm saying, our sir was interviewing us in the first day of ISRO. Like, he doesn't test your theoretical knowledge or anything. Like, he wants to know if you can grab the things, if you are really fascinated and interested about the things that are going on there. So yes, it is really a very good experience.
Yep. I mean, to be honest, yeah, we Indians tend to focus on mugging up things and just understanding, but unless we look at the application of the concept, it's not worth it. So, great tip on that. So now let's talk about something which is going on in the present, right? We all know the elephant in the room, the COVID-19 coronavirus. So how are you keeping?
Sorry, Haritosh, I think. Can you please repeat?
Sorry, there were some terms and policy pop-up which came. So my question, let me repeat that. We all know the elephant in the room, the coronavirus going on, and we all are in lockdown, whether it's India and UK and otherwise. So in these turbulent times, how are you keeping yourself motivated, and what are the productive things that you're doing nowadays?
Yes, before coming to your answer, Haritosh, thank you so much, Bhavin, for such a nice comment. Thank you so much. These are the comments that literally inspire me.
That's true,
and
Bhavin.
keep me
Very
going.
true. Yep. So for the viewers, Bhavin says, I've seen people follow someone, but the girl has earned followers and she is following her desire. 100% agree to that. She has done something which she and we all are proud of.
Thank you so much. So yes, nowadays, as we know, from morning to evening, whenever we are opening the news channel, newspaper, or anything, the only thing or the main thing that is going on is COVID-19, coronavirus. Yes,
Right.
it is very destructive thing that is going on. But yes, as we know, whatever is happening. We can, from our side, what we can do is we can take the precaution. And the main thing is we should avoid negativity, because by negativity or by like discussing those things for the whole day, we cannot do any good to either ourselves or to the people around us. So
Right.
first of all, we should like this will kill everyone. The whole even I have read of one article before some time that the world is going to be finished and etc. etc. Why to discuss all those things? Even if the world is going to finish, it will. But why to like discuss those things, spread negativity? Why to do all those things? So what I believe is, let's be positive. Let's take precautions as suggested by the experts, suggested by the doctors. And apart from that, in order to, in this era of lockdown, in order to pass my time, what I do is, I am trying my hands on the things that I'm normally not doing. Like trying different recipes in the kitchen, giving some rest to my mom, then trying sketching. I was sketching since I think 8th, 9th or 10th standard. I was sketching well. But after that life happened, I have taken science. So in between mathematics,
Wow.
so in between mathematics and science, I've never given enough importance to art kind of thing. I'm giving time to those things and doing everything that makes me happy. Because normally we are having, normally we all are complaining that we are not having time. We are having time that of us are doing nowadays. So basically, this coronavirus, the most positive, or I can say the only positive thing about this coronavirus is it is giving us time. You can be at your home, you can do whatever you want to do. So just spend time learning something new, doing doing the things that you give that will give you. So those
Good. Great tips, Pranita. Thank you. Now we are coming towards the closer because I don't want to keep it so long. So, any closing thoughts on people who really want to explore YouTube or other. There are now other video platforms as such, like Vimeo is one I know. So, what are in any budding entrepreneurs or any budding speakers who want to explore YouTube and other videos online video platform? What are your say 2 or 3 key tips that you learned over there?
Yes, Haritosh. So, as I told, being a beginner in either YouTube or any platform that we talk about, or if anyone is an entrepreneur trying to start their own company, so the common or the first tip that they have to inherit is patience. Patience is very important in the beginning because in the beginning, I would say that based on my own experience, I will say that in the beginning there will be many moments where you will feel like giving up. So you just have to control those moments. Your the wish to continue that thing, to achieve that thing, should be much bigger than the desire to give up. You have a constant desire to give up that no, this is not for me, I will not be able to do this, I want to give up. But the positive thing, well, main tip that I want to give you is, or give anyone who is starting, who is starting is, whenever negative for me, I want to give up or anything like that, think about the reason why you started. Think about the goal, that why you started, what you want to achieve through this. Always keep reminding yourself that thing. So it will keep you going. So that's the main thing, consistency, hard work and patience. I think these three are the keys.
Great tips. So if I summarize that, I think one is the clarity of purpose, why exactly you want to do this, and second thing is consistency and patience. So you have to be consistent and you have to be patient. You have to be patient to achieve something in life. So we do got some few questions from audience here. I did not expect that. So Darshan Doshi has asked, our friend Darshan has asked, what are your future plans?
Okay.
And there's another question from Ridul who says that, let me just go through that. What drives you to constantly create content? And he also has another question. How do you decide the content is good and how much to be delivered in 1 minute? So what are your future plans? One. Second is what drives you to create content? And third is how do you define your content and what should be the length and how do you actually go about it? So.
Well, coming to Darshan's question first, he have asked me one of the toughest questions that what I want to in future or something like that. So, well, those who have gone through my YouTube videos, they know or they must have already got it that I have a passion for teaching. So yes, one of my aims for going for masters, for doing MTech is that I want to I like spreading education. I believe that spreading education is one of the purest thing that you can do, or the best thing that you can spread among others. So yes, going in teaching field is one of the things that I am having in my mind. Apart from that, to be honest, if I would get the opportunity to work for my country, from in the form of ISRO, DRDO, or anything like that, I'll definitely go to it because I believe that I can manage both the things hand in hand, working for my country as well as working in the form of spreading education. So these are the two main motives that I'm currently having in my mind. Then let's see. I believe in destiny too. So let's see what destiny has happened.
Great. Okay. So other two questions. Another question: How do you create? How do you go about creating content, and how do you select your content?
Well, about selecting content, initially, obviously, when I was not having much audience, what I used to do is I used to teach the subject in which I was confident about. That yes, these are the subjects or these are the topics in which I am 100% sure, and I am sure that I will be able to give quality content to my viewers. Initially, I was taking content on those topics in which I was confident, but thankfully nowadays I am having little bit of audience. There are students who are watching my videos for their semesters and all. So nowadays, I normally try to fulfill students' demands. There are many people who forward me their syllabus that, ma'am, this is a subject in which we are facing difficulty, or these are the certain topics for which we are not getting any proper content anywhere. So nowadays, mostly what I am doing is I am taking those subjects or those topics which I already know that students are searching for, students are facing the difficulty, and I'm trying to help them in that way.
Great, great. Yeah, I think you are the master of your area, so you know how to select content. How you know, more importantly, what is the drive behind all this and why you want to do this. You want to help students learn the concept and make them clear, so that you help them in their educational journey. This is such a noble initiative that you are taking. I'm just so proud and happy for you. So keep doing the great work. Now we are towards the close of this session. It has been a very good journey, and we'll continue to be friends. And I hope these tips that Parinita has provided will help others in our network to learn more, to do more. So thank you, Parinita, for that, for this great session. Now, we will continue to have such sessions. I plan to have few more sessions. So before I talk about what is coming in the next session, I just want you all to help needy people, be in the form of helping to Prime Minister Relief Fund or something, somebody who's needy and you need help, they need help. Please go out there. There are millions and millions of people who are affected by this. So it is all our duty to help them in any way possible. One of the things that we were discussing before coming to this meeting with one of my good friends, Taiba, is that even if you're preparing food, if you can prepare one extra chapati and put it outside for the dogs or the cats or the cows, that would also help them. So with this, thank you all so much. In my next episode, I'm going to bring a very, the best friend of mine who has been in a travel industry for over 15 years. He's an entrepreneur, and I'm so proud of his achievements. So I hope you all would be joining that. Until next time, I would urge you all to keep learning, keep growing, keep sharing, and keep going out of your comfort zone. This is Haritos signing off from my episode 1 of Instagram Inspiration. May you have a blessed day and blessed week ahead.